Hey everyone, this is Kyle with Swift Data. I'm going to walk through the 4 tools you can use to do data updates in Salesforce quickly. The first one that I like to use is called Salesforce Inspector. It's just a Chrome extension. You go ahead and click on this, and you can do data exports pretty easily. And then it's really simple to do queries for whatever you want. So I'm just saying select ID and description fields from lead, and I want to limit to 100 records just to make it quick. So you just click on this and click on export, and you've got these. So you can go ahead and copy this to Excel or CSV or a JSON file. Then if we do to Excel, this is done. We'll go ahead and put this to SFDC1. Just do those in here. So we've got this. That's done. Now we just come back here. We're going to go data import. We're going to update, and we just want lead. So it's pretty simple just to paste that. Then we can run it. If we want to change the field to first name or whatever you want, you can do that. But we're going to go with description. And you go ahead and do import, and it's done. That's all it takes to basically do this. The other alternative would be using a tool like Data Loader. So I'll pull this over. We'll go ahead and we'll do update, and we'll do lead. Now we have to choose a file that we want to use. So I've got that same Excel file, but we'll change this to Data Loader. You can cut out this column, and we'll go ahead and save. And we'll call this SFDC1, and we'll just use a CSV file. So once we've done this, we can go ahead and browse for the file that we want. We put in downloads, and we'll put it here. Go next. Shows that we've got 100 records. We'll go ahead and create a map. Typically, you can just auto match fields. Sometimes it doesn't quite get it right, so you just got to take the looks like we might have picked the wrong object. Let's go back. Picked event, not lead. So go in here, it's 100 records. Auto match, for some reason, doesn't get the ID, so we'll just go here to ID, drag it in here, go save. All I gotta do is next, finish, and you're good to go. So that's all that takes to really do that, and it'll show you the successes and errors, and it'll store all those files if you made any errors in terms of like validation rules or anything like that. The next tool that's pretty common to use is a tool called Workbench. So we're going to go here and log in. It's going to OAuth in. It's pretty simple. And we're going to do, you can do simple SQL queries like this, like select ID from lead, limit 100. And it'll do kind of the same thing. You can bulk CSV these. So I'm just going to save this to a CSV, and it'll let you download it. Go ahead and open this guy. So we've got the ID, let's add description, and we'll call this Workbench. So we've got this done. So now if we want to do data update, just go here, data update, and we're going to look for lead from file. We're going to do the exact same thing. Just choose a new file. Go next, and it'll do the same kind of field mapping. Some of these it'll match for you a little bit better. From here, you map fields and confirm update. And it kind of does the exact same thing. The last one that I use actually a lot is Python. So for folks who haven't coded before, it's actually not that complex to use. This is a really simple script. There's a package that is used in Python called Simple Salesforce. It doesn't cost anything. You can get it from GitHub. So we instantiate that. I've got a config file that has my username, password, and token, and I'm in the sandbox. So basically how it works is I'm just creating a variable called SVC that takes a Salesforce object and inserts username, password, and token, and then I'm telling it that I'm logging into sandbox. So that just basically connects us to Salesforce. Then I'm running a pretty quick query to say, I'm going to call a variable records. I'm going to query for leads. I'm going to take the ID, and from leads I'm going to limit to just 100 records to make it quick. Then I just make a list that's empty. And as I loop through the records that were returned from Salesforce, creating a little dictionary that has the ID, which I set to the ID being pulled in from here. And then I'm going to update the description field to a value called Python. And then I add it to this list called update list. So it makes the list, it basically adds this dictionary into the list here. Then at the end, if it exists, I just go ahead and print out, I just do a bulk update of those leads. So from here, all I got to do is pretty simple sfdc.py, and it runs. Might take a few seconds, but the huge advantage of this is if you need to do tens or hundreds of thousands or even millions of records, cross-reference, stuff like that, it's all done. So you can see success equals true, it was not created, and then we have the ID here, and we're good to go. So if we take this back to Salesforce Inspector, and we can say where ID equals that, you should see that it is now Python. So not a ton to it. Those are kind of the 4 free tools you can use. There's another one called dataloader.io, but you're limited to 10,000 records a month for free, and I find that I blow through that pretty darn quickly. So anyways, those tend to be the 4 tools that I use to get data into Salesforce. Thanks.